ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents the Adamson Lady Falcons,
Founded off that level.
the Ateneo Lady Eagles, the De La Salle Lady Spikers, the FEU Lady Camaras, the UP Lady Maroons,
6-5 is the score of Bangkok.
the UP Lady Warriors,
Nebrida with an off.
the UST Tigresses, the NU Lady Bulldogs. This is the UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament.
Well, FEU earlier today was able to pick up its first win of the season by defeating the University of the Philippines. Now we head into our second game of the afternoon. Welcome to our exclusive ABS-CBN Sports coverage of the Women's Volleyball Tournament of UAAP Season 75. Adamson University looks to continue its winning ways as they take on an angry De La Salle University team in search for its first win of the season. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon sa Studio 23. I'm Anton Ross, greeting you from inside the arena in San Juan City. Beside me is Mosey Ravena. Mosey, when was the last time we saw La Salle lose an opening match of the season?
Oh, mukhang matagal-tagal na yun. But you know, we expected really a good fight between these two teams. Speaking of UST and De La Salle, and we really had one. Yun nga lang, syempre a lot of people are putting their money on La Salle, but UST got the first blood.
Well, La Salle, I was talking to assistant coach Chi Said and Noel Orculio, and they told me before the game that under Coach Ramil, it has never happened. La Salle has never lost an opening game of a brand new season in volleyball.
Mukha nga talagang ganyan yan kasi I can't even remember na natalo sila in the opening game. But then again, that makes it more exciting this season.
All right, let's take a look at the team standings to see how things have been developing so far in UAAP Season 75. Of course, FU picked up its first win today. Ateneo still on top, 2-0.
That is right. And the University of the Philippines with 1-1, of course, winning their first game against UE, but losing to FEU today. At this game, DLSU, as you can see, 0-1. Again, not so familiar territory for De La Salle. But, of course, raring to go in this game. So let's see. And Adamson University, baliktad naman with 1-0, winning it in a 5-setter against the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, pag-usapan muna natin ang kupunan na haharapin ng De La Salle University. Itong Adamson Lady Falcons, gaya ng binanggit mo kanina, Mosey, sila po ay nanalo sa kanilang unang laban sa UAAP Season 75, defeating National University. Adamson University lost that first set, but they showed some heart, winning sets 2 and 3. They lost set number 4, but they came back in the deciding set.
That is so right, Anton. And you know, it was full stretch, and you're showing us with that spectacular game of Git in Santiago that they are a force to reckon with in this season. But in the end, it was really the veteran punks of the Lady Falcons that gave them that game.
Lady Falcons, of course, are now led by new head coach Sherwin Meneses. And of course, they will be led on the floor by fifth-year player Pao Soriano. Let's take a look at the numbers first of that game between NU and Adamson.
That's right. As Don said, etong NU and Adamson really had a long one. Look at the scores. It's quite close. And dun sa fifth setter, Adamson really banked on their experience and was able to take that set.
Let's take a look at some of the numbers. And if you're going to notice, NU committed a whopping 44 errors. So that nullified all the advantages they had in the other statistical categories.
That is so right, Anton. Tama ka dyan. Look at the spikes of NU. More than the spikes gotten from Adamson. And look at the blocks. Ito talaga, I really think ang NU would be in an advantage in this skill. You have Binin, you have all of the tall players, diba, of NU, and they really had more blocks against Adamson. But again, in the end, it was the errors of NU because siguro, of their youth, diba, and not as experienced as the Lady Falcons.
Really shot themselves on the foot in that game against Adamson University, but they did bounce back and defeated UST in their next game. Let's talk about Pau Soriano. The spotlight will really be on her for Adamson University this season. Graduating at the end of the year, she will really be relied on by Sherwin Meneses and the rest of her teammates.
Well, we were talking about Adamson taking that game because of experience, and this girl has really a lot of experience when it comes to UAAP volleyball. And the veterans really took charge in that fifth and final set. As again, experience gave them that game. Look at Soriano. 21 big points. 70 from spikes, 4 from blocks. So soaring Soriano. That's why we call her soaring Soriano, because in the end, she really took charge on God.
Well, Pau is hoping to lead her team to its first victory against LaSalle in their last 10 meetings here in the UAAP. Adamson, yes, they have not beaten LaSalle in their past 10 meetings here in the tournament. Now, speaking of LaSalle, let's focus our attention now on the reigning champions, the back-to-back UAAP winning women's champions, De La Salle University, suffering a surprising opening day defeat to UST, and as I mentioned a while ago, it has never happened under the tenure of Coach Ramil De Jesus.
Well, Anton, tama ka dyan, everybody was thinking that LaSalle would get that over UST, but of course, also, they expected a good fight coming from UST, and in the end, it was really in the end game that UST was able to take that game away from De La Salle, but still early on in season 75, and maganda rin wake-up call for De La Salle that they really have to work hard.
Well, La Salle really will have to find somebody to step up and fill in the big shoes left by Cha Cruz. Abby Maranyo, of course, is the new team captain of De La Salle University. She's also the reigning MVP. We're taking a look at the numbers now of that last game against UST last Sunday.
Well, UST winning the first 2 sets, and then LaSalle coming back for the third and the fourth, and finally UST was able to take back in the fifth set. But Anton, in the pre-season tournament, ganyan din ang nangyari, pero iba yung ending. LaSalle was able to win it over UST. Ito, kaya naging parang revenge match for UST. As you can see the statistics in that game, UST having more spikes than De La Salle, pero sa blocking, once again, LaSalle dominating that one.
Earlier today, I had a chance to speak with Abby Maranyo, the new team captain of De La Salle University, and she told me, Mosey, na bagamat nangyari yung pagkatalo na yon against UST on opening day, she is happy that it happened early in the season. Para pagdating ng mga latter part of the season, in the games leading up to the Final Four, they already have experience. They already know what it feels like to lose, and that they will be more motivated to bounce back.
Well, that is so true, and well said by Abigail Maranyo, na paaga pa lang, they found out na mabibigat din pala yung magiging kalaban nila dito sa season 75.
She said it was a very humbling experience for the team, and that they are looking to bounce back. They are ready to bounce back against Adamson University. Kanina, nagkaroon ng pagkakataon ang ating courtside reporter na si Selena Dagdag na makausap itong si Abby Maranyo. Let's hear what Abby had to say.
So Abby, kamusta na kayo? Kamusta na yung team mo pagkatapos ng una niyong pagkatalo sa Game 1? At bilang isang team captain, ano ba yung gusto mong makita from your team coming into today's game against Adamson?
First, we're very much eager to win this game kasi for me it's the start of the rise from the fall. So ibig sabihin, mas lalong strong yung personality ng mga teammates ko. And ako, as a team captain, I want to see my teammates fighting with me, not just me, but them. Kasi if we keep on trying, we're on the game. So we keep on trying, we keep on pursuing what we love to do. And the goal, yung goal namin is to reach that goal.
Right from the call, ang ganda ng sinabi mo, Abby, tsaka good luck sa game niyo later. Back to you, Anton and Modi.
Well, that is the goal for today for DLSU to rise from falling in their last game against UST. The first time it has happened under the tenure of Coach Ramil De Jesus. When we come back, we shall begin this matchup between De La Salle University and Adamson. You are watching the women's volleyball tournament of the UAAP.
This is the UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament. 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant Saturday afternoon on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception from the Phil Oil Flying V Arena here in San Juan as we bring you match number 8 in the women's division of the volleyball tournament, season 75 of the UAAP. Officiating this match, first referee, Jess Villarreal, national referee. Our second referee, Bob Molina, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First for the Adamson Lady Falcons. Number 9, Faye Guevara. Number 1, Bebs Pineda. Number 14, May Magatuno. Number 2, team captain Paul Soriano. Number 6, Amanda Villanueva. Number 5, Mayet Zapanta. Their libero is number 11, Princess Listana. And the Lady Falcons head coach, Sherwin Meneses. And now here are the starters for the De La Salle Lady Spikers. Number 1, Mika Esperanza. Number 17, Wench Chu. Number 3, Mika Reyes. Number 7, Michelle Gomamo. Number 8, Ara Gala. Number 2, team captain Abigail Marano. Lady Spikers libero number 5, Liz Gohig. And their head coach, Romeo De Jesus.
Defending champions, not as jolly as they normally are when their names were called out for the first 6. De La Salle University with Mika Esperanza, MVP Abby Marano, Mika Reyes, Michelle Gumabao, Victonara Galang, and Wench Chu. While Adamson University starting off with former La Salle player Amanda Villanueva, Pao Soriano, Bebs Pineda, Jen Makatuno, Mayet Zapanta, and Faye Guevara. You're watching our exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage of Season 75 of the Women's Volleyball Tournament of your UAAP. Anton Rojas alongside Mosey Ravena. We have Selena Dagdag reporting in green for La Salle today.
For the very first time. Buong bagay naman ah.
Later on, we will also be joined by Tina Marasigan, who will report for Adamson University. So La Salle, for the first time, losing their opening game of the season under the tenure of Coach Ramil De Jesus. And let's see how they will bounce back. I was talking to assistant coaches Noel Orculio and Chi Saet before this game, and they told me that right after that loss to UST, they went back to La Salle and they practiced.
Oh no.
They practiced all the way up to 10 p.m.
Wow. That is a statement over there. Diba? Yan talaga yung well, mark of a champion team. Ganun talaga yon.
Imagine having to ride back, find out right after the game in the dugout that you still have practice, ride back to La Salle, and then get back to work. All right, let's get more information right now on the La Salle side with this report from Selena Dagdag.
Kanina nakausap Nakausap ko si Coach Ramil sa dugout at sabi niya sa akin na sa lahat daw ng laro ng DLSU, yung nakaraan yung pinakapangit. Nawala daw yung respeto at saka yung determination ng team sa kalaban. This is the reason why he wants the Lady Spikers to step it up on their determination and bring back their respect not only for their opponents, but for the game itself. Sabi pa nga ni Coach Ramil sa akin, alam mo, Selena, gusto ko confident yung team. Pero wag naman yung masyadong confident kasi doon pumapangit yung laro. Dapat yung sakto lang para bumalik yung performance nila. That's all for now, Anton and Mosey.
Maraming salamat, Selena, for that report. I remember the interview, the initial interview that we featured with Coach Ramil de Jesus. What he said was he wanted to see the heart of a champion from his team, his ladies on the floor. Did you see that in the first game, Mosey?
Well, again, it was really a close game between UST and De La Salle. But I'm sure what Coach Ramil is saying is that you have Maranon, you have Gumabaw inside, and even the rookies are really, really strong rookies who showed so well in season 74. So dapat wala na yung towards the end game. Yung show of dominance dapat is on their side. Siguro yung sinasabi ni Coach Ramil. But of course, on the other side of the net was UST also, diba? With the long championship history. But then again, ang tagal na rin hindi nagcha-champion ng UST. As against yung LaSalle naman has been really making it to the finals for quite a long time. Has been getting the bacon for a while.
UST immediately showing the hunger to reclaim lost glory, winning the opening match against LaSalle. Michelle Gumabaw had a quiet afternoon last Sunday, only had 7 points in that game, Mosey.
Yun na nga, yung veterans niya is expected to play more than that. And hindi naman na it can be spread out. We know LaSalle na hindi naman sila yung parang 1 or 2 players only carrying the load. It's they spread it out. They have really good players. But yung mga veterans should, in crunch time, should be the ones to set the tone for the younger ones.
There were 4 players from LaSalle who scored in double digits. Maranyo, Reyes both had 14 apiece. Wench Chu, the new starter for Coach Ramil, had 13. Aragalang had 12. But as I mentioned, the missing piece in that game was Michelle Gumabaw, only had 7 points. Esperanza pops it up to the left. Galang gets the point.
Gets it through the blockers of Adamson.
Aragalang, the Rookie of the Year, had an excellent first season in the UAAP last year. Was the 16th best scorer in the league, tallying 139 points. Pao Soriano, the graduating star for Adamson University. It's a back set for Michelle Gumabaw. And a gift for the emotional captain, Abby Maranyo.
And she took it, even if it's not yet Christmas. Look at this again. Look at Abigail Maranyo, that almost fadeaway hit coming from her.
Abby Maranyo, you mentioned Christmas. Well, she's going to celebrate her 20th birthday right before Christmas. Her birthday is December 22. Same as Coach Ramil de Jesus.
Aba, magka-birthday.
Yes.
Oh, great save.
Soriano just gave Reyes a facial. All right, let's go now to the Adamson side with the reporter who just newly arrived, Tina Marasigan. Let's hear from you.
Thank you, Anton. The girls of Adamson today are all fired up, pero kailangan ko sabihin, I have to say, na ang pinaka-excited sa kanila ay si Coach Sherwin. He expects that his girls would win today against DLSU, a team that they definitely consider as one of the strong teams this season. Marami silang ginawang adjustments primarily in getting and coping the system of the new coach, alongside with the characters of the girls. Attitude and positivity ang hawak ng Lady Falcons, dagdag pa ni Coach. Anton and Mosey.
Thank you, Tina, for that report. Mosey, how different is it for a set of players to adjust to a new voice in practice and in the game and in the huddle?
Well, you know, Coach Sherwin on the side of Adamson is not really new. She has been the assistant coach for quite some time under Coach Dulce. And I guess siguro kung meron man niyang babaguhin, it's just little twist and turn sa mga little honing jobs na hindi niya babaguhin totally. Why? Because he still have almost the same players, yung same core. He has the same core, and I think it will be detrimental if you abruptly change everything.
Yeah, I remember his initial interview with us that we featured. He said, Mami Dulce will still be there to support the team. He won't make that many adjustments. And ang goal nila, makapasok ulit sa Final Four.
Ano lang yan, yung siguro a little bit of his personal touch.
Yeah.
On how he would attack, let's say, a situation. Pero nothing really big.
Mayet Zapanta getting the point there for Adamson to tie things up at 7-all. Adamson, a team that lost their team captain, Angelica Kinlog, and their libero, Angelica Vasquez. Makatuno, it's a back set for Mayet Zapanta. It goes out. That's a point for the Lady Falcons. So, we enter this Kit Kat break with LaSalle down by 1. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. You're looking at the FEU Lady Tams fresh off their first win of the season, a straight set victory against the University of the Philippines, bouncing back from a tough 5-set loss to Ateneo.
Yeah, but FEU really showed us that hindi naman we expected Ateneo to breeze through that game, diba? Parang hindi dapat ganun ka-tough, but FEU really showing us they have championship history behind them, and hindi basta-basta magpapatalo. And that's good news for Coach Nes Pamilar.
Gumabaw digs that one up. They go to the left. Aragalang dug up nicely there. They go to the middle. Maraño gets the point.
And that was off a Gumabaw set. Look at this one.
Stand still set there by Michelle Gumabaw to her partner Abby Maraño, both players in their 4th season as a member of the Lady Archers, the Lady Spikers, excuse me. Drop ball does not work for Wens Chu. Gohing playing in her last year for LaSalle, digging that one up, and Pugh gets that point.
This time off the blockers of Adamson, as you see it once again. Look at you using the outmost blocker for that point.
Aragalang with a new jersey number this year, switching from number 10 to 8. That one goes out, so it's another point for LaSalle. 3 straight points for the defending champions after that break. Makatuno sets to the left. They go back to Bebs Pineda. And
that was well taken care of by Maraño. Look how they were able to read the hips of Pineda so well. She was blocked twice.
So it's now 4 straight points for LaSalle after trailing 8-7. It's a back set now for Mayet Zapanta, and she stops the bleeding.
This time it's Zapanta challenging the blockers. Great move.
Veterans on this Adamson squad. Mayet Zapanta in her 4th year. Bebs Pineda in her 4th year as well. Of course, Pao Soriano in her 5th and final playing year. Faye Guevara gets that one to go through.
You know, it's so funny, Anton, that you say that, let's say, Mayet Zapanta on her last year, the veteran of Adamson, because I can still remember her first game in the UAAP.
Okay.
Sobrang bilis. Oh, you going wide on that last hit, but a brave move, swiping the ball on that spike. You normally see that in veteran players.
And Tew now filling in the role of Cha Cruz in the first 6. Just her sophomore season with LaSalle. New blood on the floor for Coach Ramil. Kim Fajardo, one of 3 rookies on the squad, checks in.
Well, you know, Fajardo also coming from UST High School. And ngayon I can see that Coach Ramil is using her. And Esperanza is now having an easier time. Nakakapahinga si Esperanza. And from time to time, you see nga na matagal rin ang playing time nitong si Fajardo. Really, another good setter.
And a tall one at that.
Yes. Pareho no?
Yeah.
Such a big advantage for Coach Ramil. If, let's say, yung both setters, as if nothing is, walang difference, no? No difference at all in height and the way they set. Siguro, ang nagiging difference lang yung ano ba yung mental ano nila coming in the game ng dalawa, di ba? If, let's say, you will have your bad games, of course. Sometimes yung mga decisions mo are not as good as the other games. So, si Coach Ramil has that luxury now of having 2 good setters in his team.
But right now, we are witnessing a very tight contest between these 2 squads. Michelle Gumabao energized in her attempt to bounce back after a quiet showing last Sunday.
Look at this, so easy. She put that away so easily that parang akala mo ang dali-dali ng volleyball.
And you know, I remember talking to Coach Noel Orculio about Michelle Gumabao during the basketball season of the UAP. And he told me in this exact word, sabi niya, noong unang pumasok si Michelle sa LaSalle, she was nothing. Nothing. He used that word.
Meaning to say, parang blank slate. Wala. It was nothing on the paper. Ngayon, it was all parang taught by the coaches. And of course, she's one of the best in this season 75.
Two-time
last year.
Yeah. 2-time best blocker of the UAAP, but that time getting a taste of her own medicine. Soriano and Villanueva collaborating on that block. Let's watch it right here. Oh, it was a single block by the former Lasallian, Amanda Villanueva.
Well, what you like about Gumabao is that she's so textbook. Parang ang dali niya panoodin volleyball. So easy when you see her play. Parang no frills. Diba? Simpleng volleyball lang.
Nice drop ball there by sophomore Mika Reyes. Zapanta goes to the back row. Galang. Listana digs that one up. Soriano could not get it over the net, so that's a point for LaSalle. Now, as we head into our second break, a Kit Kat break, LaSalle is on top by 1. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Nagbabalik po ang UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament dito lang sa Studio 23. Pinabati po namin kayo mula dito sa loob ng arena sa lungsod ng San Juan for LaSalle and Adamson University. Earlier today, FEU defeated UP in straight sets to attain their first win here in UAAP Season 75. LaSalle figuring in a tug-of-war of a set here against Adamson.
Oh, Zapanta on that down the line hit.
You know, Mosey Zapanta looks to have really worked hard in the summer. She looks a lot lighter now. She's moving a lot better as compared to last year.
She looks more fit.
Yeah.
She looks faster. Very agile.
Matet Pisa, backup center in the ball game for Adamson University. Too easy for Michelle Gumabao.
Once again, Michelle Gumabao, look at this. mga batang nag-aaral ng volleyball. Sila lang, just putting it where nobody is there. Dun sa mga spots lang.
Fajardo, it's a back set for a running Maraño. They go back to Abby. Joust at the top. Michelle pops it up. It's a back set for Galang. Ball goes out. It is a point for LaSalle.
Well, Galang getting the bounce.
We have a timeout. Let's listen in.
Ang ginagawa mo, nagsasarili ka eh. Kanina ka pa. Sumunod ka lang sa pattern natin. Hindi, binablock naman nila yung gitna. Pupunta ka ng gitna. Wala magsasarili. Isang receive muna tayo. Ha? Fake. Pasok ng pasok. Hindi ka kasi gumabaw lang yung 4. Pagka nahuli ka dun, malaki yun eh. Timingan mo lang. O, isang patelan tayo ulit ha.
Well, Coach Sherwin was just saying kung paano nila i-aatakihin dapat itong De La Salle. Because, you know, it's very difficult kasi even their center is very tall. So, ang sinasabi niya, let's say kay Amanda, kailangan mabilis ang palo niya. She cannot wait for the ball to come down. Nandun na si Gumabaw right in front of her. So, kailangan quick yung mga, even if let's say it's a high ball, kung pwede mo nang paluin, spike mo na right away. So, yung mga little adjustments once again na pinag-uusapan natin na sinasabi kanina ni Coach Sherwin.
Well, let's see if the Lady Falcons can make that adjustment. Coach Sherwin Garcia, first time as a head coach of Adamson University, but he has head coaching experience being the head coach of Arellano University. Excuse me, Sherwin Meneses. Thank you for correcting me, Mosey.
Coach Sherwin Meneses, again, long-time assistant coach to Coach Minerva, Dulce Pante. Si Mommy Dulce.
Yep.
Na nami-miss na nating lahat.
You know, I remember talking to Mommy Dulce and Adamson, and she really had no plans of retiring. Sabi niya, she wanted...
Talaga?
Yeah! Sabi niya sa akin, she wanted to retire after the year that Adamson would host the volleyball tournament, which I think is next year pa.
Okay.
Sabi niya, she wanted to end her career after the year that Adamson would host. Eh, nalaman ko lang kay Coach Noel when I was in LaSalle during the basketball season that Mami Dulce had retired na pala and Coach Sherwin Meneses took over. So that came as a surprise to me.
You know, she can always come back to coaching, diba? Finally, Pineda getting it through the blockers of De La Salle. You know, Pineda has been looking for her game. Even in the last game, we expect Pineda to really score it for the Lady Falcons.
Pigil na pigil yung atake natin, pigil na pigil yung ball control natin, pigil na pigil yung depensa. Sunod sa blocking, naiiwanan tayo na sa posisyon. No, communication, nakikita nyo naman may nagsalitaan na, bigay na. Ibig sabihin, wala tayo narinig sa loob. Hindi nagkakaintindihan sa loob. Kilos na may kumpiyansa sa loob.
Yes.
Okay, go.
Once again, you gotta have that swag, diba? Kasi if you're the LSU, diba? If you're a member of the De La Salle squad, the champion, kailangan you have to move with confidence inside the court.
Kailangan may dalang angas.
Oh.
Amanda Villanueva, the teammate of Chuck Cruz in beach volleyball when she was still in LaSalle.
Oh, that's a difficult angle.
So that's a service ace for the former LaSallian.
That's right, and now Adamson takes the lead. You've seen Amanda Villanueva play for DLSU sa beach volleyball.
Yeah, and they finished second place. She along with Chuck Cruz. Zapanta.
Oh, but this 4-second ball from DLSU gives Adamson another point.
And look at Zapanta fly.
Uh-huh.
Really coming in great shape in this brand new UAP season.
Napakasigtas lang ang galaw tayo. Ayaw natin lababan eh. Inaantay niyo gumalaw yung kalaban nyo. Inaantay ko anong gawin ng kalaban nyo. Samantalang tayo nag-aantay lang tayo na nag-aantay. Parang yun lang yung alam nyo sa loob. Yun lang alam nyo sa loob ng court. Wala ko nakikitang pride sa inyo eh. Sino sa loob? I-receive tayo. Kanya ang aggressive sa bola. Aggressive block.
Mosey, how difficult is it for a team that has won so much, is so used to winning, to try to maintain that attitude?
Well, yan ang hirap because it's more mental than anything, di ba? Because for sure, the skills are there. You do it in practice. It's the same, almost the same core. Walang difference dun sa, I'm sure they run the same play. It's yung parang hindi mo nga maintindihan yan pag yung mental na, because why are you playing this way? Why are you not communicating when you've been together for so long? Ang hirap talaga niyan minsan. You just have to get out of that, whatever you're thinking of. And ang mahirap kasi team siya Lahat sila ganun yung nangyayari. So, a little bit alarmed ito si Coach Ramil De Jesus on that last time out.
We're really sensing the frustration in the voice of Coach Ramil De Jesus.
Minsan ang hirap isolve,
Yeah.
diba? What's wrong? Everything naman is the same.
Chuck Cruz's younger sister is on the floor right now. Twin sister of Camille Cruz,
Yes.
who was in the lineup last year. Number 11, taking the number of Chuck.
Of ate.
Yep. Makatuno sets the left. Pineda. Dug up by Cruz. They go to the middle. Abby
Oh,
Maraño.
that's going to be a net violation. That's right. Good call.
Let's take a look at it one more time. There's the
Clearly,
violation.
Pineda on that net violation.
Zapanta. That ball goes out.
That's right. Getting that down. Zapata scoring another one for the Lady Falcons.
Lady Falcons looking to end a 10-game losing streak in the UAAP to De La Salle. Dew. Pineda. Block.
You know, De La Salle should start from where they are at an advantage, which is blocking. So, doon mo muna hugutin yung game. Doon muna sila. Go for all the blocks, possible blocks, and then start from there.
Maraño tallied 23 block points in the elimination round in UAP season 74. Pineda just not giving up.
This time challenging Reyes, the very tall Reyes, and getting the point.
Pineda is really one of the best players in the UAP when it comes to her approach.
She's a mean spike. Ang lakas pumalo. But again, that's why sabi natin, hinahanap pa rin niya yung game niya because we're used to having her score a lot for Adamson.
Well, in the last game, she only had 12 points, so that's a quiet for the standards of Pineda.
Ika Reyes with that point from the middle. Look at this. Cannot be only one blocker coming from Adamson.
All right, let's listen in on the huddle of Coach Sherwin Menezes.
Open, dito ka na. O, dito ka na pumalo. Asam komportable ka dito doon. 4, okay. Bigyan mo lang na A. Receive lang tayo, receive lang, isa lang. Ha? Pag walang receive, set ng maayos sa open, follow, block tayo. Okay, depensa ulit. Isa lang yan, no? Isa lang.
That's just very basic instructions for Coach Sherwin Meneses reminding, just giving out his reminders because they still have a chance to steal this set away. And you know the type of confidence it's going to give LaSalle if they can just win this opening set.
And that's a good timeout because now he sort of told the girls what to do in this play because they're the ones who will have offense, and that's it. Soriano getting that point. That's what Coach Sherwin Meneses wanted.
Speaking of offense,
able to set up a play, a good one. Sabi niya, success.
Galang also felt that ball was going out. Gumabaw.
Oh, good try, but LaSalle takes the point.
Gumabaw is off to a hot start. And now, LaSalle has arrived at set point.
It's 2 on the line.
The new starter for LaSalle, sophomore, Wenz Chu. Soriano not giving up. Galang. Listana able to dig it up for Adamson. Drop ball does not work for Pau.
And LaSalle takes it at the net. And they take this set with a fast point.
Hats off, though, to Adamson for putting up a great fight. And let's see if this will get LaSalle pumped up and going, because that was still a shaky-looking LaSalle team despite them getting the first set 26-24. You're watching our exclusive ABS-CBN Sports coverage of Season 75 of your UAAP Women's Volleyball Tournament, only here on Studio 23. LaSalle takes the opening set in their second game of Season 75 of the Women's Volleyball Tournament of the UAAP. After a quiet game last Sunday, wherein she only scored 7 points, Michelle Gumabaw came alive here in this opening set as she already has 6 points. So one more and she has already matched her output of last Sunday in their loss against UST.
Entire game na yun, 7 points na yun. Imagine, 1 point less lang in the first set. Well, it was LaSalle, again, not the same LaSalle that we used to see, the very aggressive LaSalle squad, but then again, winning that first set. In the last minute, they went back to blocking once again. So they were able to take this set where they are at a very huge advantage over the Lady Falcons.
Well, LaSalle had 12 blocks in the game against UST. Going back to that, as you mentioned, Adamson University, though, put up a good fight. It was a tug of war all the way. There was no big lead, big margin for either team. So we should expect another exciting set here as we move along in this first encounter between LaSalle and Adamson here in UAAP Season 75. Maraming salamat muli sa lahat ng mga nakatutok ngayon sa Studio 23 and Don Rojas alongside Mosey Ravenna. We have the stats for set 1.
Well, as you look at the numbers, you can see LaSalle having 3 more attack points, and again in the blocking department having 2 more and 2 more aces. So with that, they were able to take that very close set, first set.
Adamson also committed 9 errors.
That did not help them.
Not at all.
Lalo na, dumikit pa naman towards the tail end of that first set.
And Mosey, look at the trust that Coach Hermil is giving to rookie setter Kim Fajardo. Starting off this second set with her.
Well, she did very well in the latter portion of the first set. So, siguro si Coach Hermil, sige, let's still see. She continues to have those good decisions. Yun ang luxury ngayon ni Coach Hermil. Just he has 2 good setters na pwede niyang pagpalit-palitan anytime. That is such a luxury in volleyball. Yung almost the same level, Tapos the same height pa eh. Yun yung malala doon for the other teams.
Speaking of the other teams, in contrast to that, Ateneo has also a new setter, but then she's almost the same size as Jem Ferrer as well.
Villanueva adjusting to that spike.
One more chance for Amanda Villanueva. Gohing able to dig that one up. Galang from the back row. It is still alive for Adamson. It's a back set for Mayet Zapanta.
And Gohing has been picking up those balls coming from Adamson.
Although LaSalle took the first set, let's see if Coach Ramil was happy with their performance. Let's go back to Selena Dagdat.
Magtawagan kayo ng pangalan at magtiwala kayo sa spiker nyo. These were the words of Coach Ramil earlier in the huddle. Din ni Coach na dapat magtiwala sila sa isa't isa at hindi dapat sila magpakiramdaman lamang. Hindi kayo mananalo sa error ng kalaban nyo. Maglaro kayo at huwag kayong maghintay magkamali sila. Coming into the second set, he instructs his team to analyze from the inside. Sabi niya pa, hindi kayo nagbabasa. Gusto niyo, sinasabi ko pa sa inyo kung ano ang dapat niyong gagawin. Alam niyo naman na kung anong dapat. Back to you, Anton and Mosey.
Thank you, Selena. Well, we've always known that Coach Ramil is a perfectionist and has very high standards, despite his team being used to winning.
Well, actually, in that first set, yung sa sinabi ni Coach Ramil, gusto niyo, sinasabi pa sa inyo. Dahil dun sa portion, yung latter portion nga of the first set, blow by blow na yung pagsabi ni Coach Ramil. Oh, itaas mo, dukay ka to. Talagang, as in turo. But, you know, successful naman yung ginawa ni Coach Ramil. They were able to take that set. Kaya lang, syempre, at the caliber na, yung expectations natin sa Rizal, hindi na dapat, at least kahit si Coach Ramil, ano, ganun yung expectation niya, hindi na dapat tinuturo sa inyo yan ng isa-isa. So, dapat free-flowing na yan eh. We always do that. And again, ano, the core of De La Salle, even if marami ring sophomores, nandiyan pa rin naman sila Gumabaw. You have Maranyo to lead them the way.
In fact, the only graduating player for LaSalle will be Melissa Gohing in her 5th year.
Grabe, no?
Because Abby and Michelle still have one more year remaining.
Strong team.
All right, let's go now to Tina Marasigan.
A number of pointers from Coach Sherwin. Bago mag-opensa, kailangan dumepensa muna tayo by blocking. He wants to see the ladies of Addison to play as a team at mag-usap-usap inside the court. Iwasan ang malambot na bola and put more strength with their shot na tinatawag nga nilang isang patay lang. Confidence without compromising their hunger to win can be felt from the ladies of Addison. Back to you, Anton.
Thank you, Tina, for that report. Adamson, though, falling behind early as Villanueva gets ready to serve this one up.
Ju getting her balance back.
This one still has a chance. It's a back set for Gumabaw.
Gumabaw once again. Simple volleyball, but very effective as we take a look at this back set by Fajardo to Gumabaw, who only had a single blocker in front of her.
And just like that, Michelle Gumabaw has already matched her output in their last game against USD.
And that's a violation.
8-4 in favor of LaSalle. We have a Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. We're back inside the arena in San Juan City for our continuing ABS-CBN Sports live and exclusive coverage of UAAP Season 75. Right now, taking the floor, Adamson University looking for win number 2 as they take on this De La Salle team that's still looking a little bit shaky, not looking like the champions that we know of.
we just say that because yun na nga eh, we expect a lot from the champion team. Well, Guevara, that middle hit. Ang ganda nung jump set ni Makatuno. And then Guevara responding with that middle hit.
Ball goes out. It is a point for Adamson.
Oh, because it's not over. It's actually hit the net.
Marano sets it up for Tew. Zapanta digs it up. They go to the left to Bebs Pineda. Fajardo. Given a lot of playing time here by Coach Ramil. Sets it up to Wenz Chu, who scores.
The view from the open hit. Look at this jump set by Fajardo. And Tew again challenging the blockers of the Lady Falcons.
Guevara was late there and nobody to cover the back row. 9-6 in favor of LaSalle. Marano, that's a service error.
Right into the net. Well, you know, you cannot give LaSalle just a single block. Ang tatangkad ng players nila, you really have to at least have 2 blockers in front of every spiker of De La Salle. Kung pwede pang ang triple block eh.
Fajardo. And Tew.
Too much
Sharp angle.
Yep.
Adamson now with 2 straight points. Faye Guevara and the rest of the Lady Falcons trying to end the 10-game losing skid against LaSalle. Misreception there. It's going to be a free ball for the ladies in white. Pineda. Wow. LaSalle going back to basics.
That's right. Very simple volleyball once again. This time, look at that. Blocking again from De La Salle. Ganun lang eh. Pag nalilito yung team, go back to where you're good at. Diba? And get confidence from there. See, with the triple block, Soriano changed her spike totally. Yeah, lumabas outside. So, De La Salle gets another point.
Almost every year, Mosey, for LaSalle, there's at least one player who gets inserted to the starting lineup, and obviously that player would have to learn from the veterans. This year, it's Tew.
That's right. That's why you always, when you look at LaSalle, even if they have rookies, ang galing ng rookies nila, really ready and prepared coming into the UAAP. But this time, with patience, Pao Soriano penetrating that wall and getting the point.
Bebs Pineda, the #1 scorer for Adamson University last year. #6 in the league, tallying 186 points. Service error there, though. The rookie from UST, Kim Fajardo, to serve now for LaSalle. We have not seen Esperanza come back at all here in the second set.
Oh, and again, LaSalle with a block point. Why not? It was Gumabao and Rey in front of Villanueva.
Access denied.
Pinalo ni Amanda, o saan ka pupunta? O, mag-cover ka. Ang mga gang ng bola, o. Pinalo ni Amanda na block. O, may cover. Susunod na yun. Papalo ka na susunod. Tara, gandahan natin yung palo natin para ma-cover tayo maganda. Papasok din yan. Tara.
Well, even under head coach Sherwin Meneses, the veterans are accountable.
Yes. Well, they have to have that coverage. Alam mo, again, ang LaSalle, more often than not, will be able to block the ball. Diba? Because they have tall players. So yung dapat always yan in mind na yung support after the block would always be there. Parang dapat alam na ng Adamson yan. Villanueva not making that one with the point. Another point goes to DLSU.
But you saw that Pau was ready. Her knees were bent.
Mm-hmm.
She was in position. Unfortunately, the trajectory of the ball just went behind her. Villanueva plays similarly to Pineda in the way they approach that ball for a hit.
But Makatuno has been giving it to her.
Yeah.
Kaya basa na rin ng depensa. Although yun na nga, katulad dun, when she gave it to Pau, the triple block was there for DLSU.
And they're really ready for Soriano. Talking about the lady spikers. Fajardo goes to the middle. Villanueva challenging that double block of LaSalle. Gumabaw couldn't find the open spot. Soriano goes for a drop ball. Still alive for LaSalle. Galang dug up there from behind by Pineda. Soriano.
Soriano saw that opening between Reyes and the net. Kaya nagmadali siya. Look at her go. She knew that she had spiked really fast para hindi na maka-adjust si Reyes.
Makatuno is playing splendidly. Remember, it was a very unfortunate incident that she injured her hand in practice. It was fractured. It was in a cast. She wasn't able to play last year in their playoff match against FU. Kaya nakapasok ang FU dahil wala yung setter nila na si Makatuno.
In a very important game. As Aragalang blocked to the Lady Falcons. Oh, good angle once again. Michelle Gumabaw. Great execution of an open hit. Look at her. Find that angle.
Finding the open spot is new libero, Princess Listana. Unable to get to that right spot to cover. Fajardo, who will she choose? It's Aragalang. Makatuno goes to Pau.
Pau Soriano challenging the defense of Fajardo. Look at her go to that angle.
The captain in her 5th and final playing year for Adamson, Pau Soriano. Barely getting that one over the net. Maraño attacks Pau. Villanueva. That one was on the way out. Block was there for Guevara and Zapanta.
Oh, that was well read by Adamson.
The power by Amanda Villanueva. Just unable to get the point though. Dug up there by Pineda. It's a back set for Mayet Zapanta. A joust at the top. A missed hit.
Guevara mistiming that hit.
Adamson down by 4. We have another Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. This is day number 4 of the brand new women's volleyball season of the UAAP. Thank you so much for joining us on Studio 23. Anton Rojas alongside Mosey Ravena. We have Tina Marasigan reporting for Adamson and Selena Dagdag reporting for LaSalle. Here's Victonara Galang, sophomore player, reigning rookie of the year of the league.
Free ball now given to DLSU.
A joust at the top is won by
again.
Wen Stew.
Yep, Guevara. Error at the net. Alam mo, Adamson should stop playing it at the net. Kasi medyo disadvantage sila dyan against a very tall LaSalle squad.
That's a killer spike
yes,
there
that's right.
by Guevara.
Guevara says, teka muna. Gotta make up for those errors.
That was one mean hit by Guevara. Fajardo still controlling the offense of LaSalle. Pineda gets it through that double block of Maraño and Gumabao. Vistana digs that one up. It's a back set for Mayet Zapanta.
Well, Mayet Zapanta was even late for the hit, kaya she was just able to push that ball, but in the right place. So they get the point.
Fajardo had to go with that underhand.
Oh, Pineda off speed. Oh. That's not, you give LaSalle an easy ball. So they just take it. And look at this back set from Fajardo. Michelle Gumabao going down the line.
Continuing to pile up the points in what is already a bounce back game for her. Back set to Mayet Zapanta. That's a point for Adamson. Gumabao was not ready for that.
Right, and Mayet Zapanta was able to adjust to that.
Substitutions for Adamson University. Penela Emnas comes in, one of 4 rookies on the team. She will serve right now for Adamson.
Oh, but they give a free ball.
This one has a chance. Running hit by Maraño.
Oh, and point goes to Adamson. Maraño was asking for it.
Take a look at it one more time. Here's that running hit by Abby Maraño.
Ganun lang tayo, hingi kayo ng bola, si Penny Discarte, kukuha ng block. Pero taas mo na ng konti. Okay? Depensa tayo, depensa tayo. Depensa, second ball ha, second ball.
Well, let's see what Lady Falcons will do here. A lot of trust being put on the rookie, Pen Emnas. New backup setter for Coach Sherwin Meneses and Adamson University. Marlene Cortel is also in the game for Adamson. Fajardo goes to Tew.
Too much angle.
Yeah.
Once again, she's really risking it. She had a spike in the first set na ganyan din. But ako if let's say rookie, I like to see that because malakas ang loob. It tells me na itong player na to would have that, diba? That brave spirit in her that parang kinda experiment in a way, you know, in a game, diba? Tapang.
And they've been going to her a lot. That just goes to show the trust that they have on new starter for Coach Ramil Wench Tew.
Sabi nga nila, di ba? Big risk, big reward.
Yep.
This time she went down the line.
Somehow Pineda was able to get that through. She gets it back right here. They go back to Bebs.
Oh, and Pineda gets it through the off the block hit.
Look at the approach of Pineda.
really helps that she steps back and lunges forward to rise for that spike.
And you know, it's going to be really difficult if they keep on challenging the tall blockers of De La Salle. They have to find ways. Diba? They have to go off the block if they want to win this one against De La Salle. Minsan you can challenge the blockers. But again, yung percentage nun would be really low.
Demecilio in the ball game. Tew comes out to a lot of applause from the La Salle faithful inside the arena in San Juan. Here comes Demecilio. Demecilio actually a comebacking player for La Salle this year.
That's right.
He's not in the lineup last year, but was in the champion team of season 73. Yeah.
And we would see her play from time to time.
Reyes a little bit surprised there.
Another
He's not
chance.
ready. Yeah.
Oh, Lady Spikers opting for drop balls. Oh, a free ball for the Lady Falcons.
Oh, Pineda had to adjust there. And Makatuno apologizes. Wild rally we're seeing here. Soriano, can she finishes? Not yet.
And Reyes given a gift. Taking it after that very, very long rally. Wala kasing malakas na palo. They were trying to just outsmart each other again at the net. And finally, Reyes taking that gift.
Soriano challenging Reyes. Able to get the point.
Yun yung mga situations that you can challenge. You only have one blocker. Pero si Reyes pa rin yun. But then again, Soriano is able to get that point.
Reyes goes to the back row. Soriano challenges that double block of Reyes and Galang.
Oh, and that's going to be 4 touches. Actually hit the head of Soriano after the block.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. La Salle closing in on taking set number 2. Villanueva. One more chance for her.
Oh, this actually not in the best position for that open hit.
Let's go back to the huddle, Coach Sherwin.
Cover naman yung mga yan.
Cover kami, sige. Madet, wag mo yung ano
Sumilip
likod
ka
ha.
kasi sa block. Huwag ka paluin sa gitna. Silipin mo. Isang receive muna tayo. 4 lang yan. Kaya pa yan.
Tayo natin.
First time kami. Pwede ka mag-block. Public mo. Tulak lang yung receive mo. Kaya pa yan. 4 lang yan.
Well, Coach Sherwin Meneses reminding the girls yung blocking nila. You know, even if, let's say, you're not a tall team, you really have to go for the blocks. Why? It's part of your defensive positioning. Diba? Pag nagugulo yan pag may hindi nag-block, yung defensive pattern yun talagang mawawala. So, again, you have to try to at least go for that pattern, go with the pattern, and at the same time, mag-deflect man lang yung bola or slow down the ball. It's going to be really important.
Set point now for the Lady Spikers, and they will take it.
And what a way to take the second set.
Hey, it was this lady right here, Kim Fajardo, leading the way for the Lady Spikers. Mika Esperanza did not see action at all in that second set, and LaSalle takes it 25-19. Third set coming up. Can LaSalle close it out, or will Adamson show some fight back? Keep it right here on Studio 23. The LaSalle University is one set away from attaining their first win here in UAAP Season 75. And in the second set, it was Kim Fajardo that orchestrated the offense of Coach Ramil De Jesus, and LaSalle took it 25-19.
That is so true, partner. And Fajardo coming in the first set, played the entire second set. Why? Because tama ka, she was able to orchestrate or organize the offense of De La Salle. And Adamson, on the other hand, gave a good fight, but a little, yun na nga yung mga kulang ng Adamson, and they weren't able to spike it really hard. Yun ang problema eh. They were able to attack, but not that hard. So, Falcons with one more attack point against De La Salle, pero block points once again. La Salle having 3, none for Adamson. In service points, La Salle again with 3 in yung unforced errors. Well, Adamson having 10 and the Lady Spikers having only 8. You know, Adamson has to minimize their errors if they want to win it against LSU.
By the way, the second semester sports have already begun. There's football, of course, volleyball. There's athletics also. And last December 7, FEU took the championship in the women's division and in the men's division as well. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
FEU Women's and Men's Athletics Champions. All right, we begin set number 3. UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball action live from the arena in San Juan City. Anton Rojas alongside Mosey Ravenna.
And we begin this set with Pao Soriano hitting it from the middle.
Let's see the Lady Falcons' pride here as they try to come back.
Free ball given to the Lady Falcons. Of course, they need this set if they want to stay in this game.
This is also a chance for us to see the killer instinct of
De La Salle.
If they can try and close this one out.
Remember, that was a big test for them, that first game loss against UST. And they want to gain back that character that we're so used to seeing. That strong character of De La Salle.
Salle going through the post-Cha Cruz era. Cha Cruz, the stabilizer on the squad. Now the leadership role falls on the broad shoulders of Abby Maraño, reigning MVP. Let's go now to Selena Dagdag for this update on La Salle.
Coming into the third set, Coach Ramil's game plan remains to be very simple. He wants the team to give the ball to the spiker. As he instructs the green shirts earlier, klaruhin nyo ang atake nyo at huwag kayong mag-iiwanan. Bigyan nyo ng kumpiyansa ang spiker nyo. Itaas nyo ang bola at hayaan nyo sila nang pumasok. Anton and Mosey.
Thank you, Selena, for that report. Spikers have to be aggressive and ready. On the floor right now, La Salle, I'm seeing Galang there. Maraño's there as well. And Fajardo still at the helm as the setter for La Salle. She goes to Ara Galang. Soriano. Reyes finds it. It's a violation though.
Violation call against De La Salle. Double violation. Take a look at this once again.
Galang.
Oh, trying to go for a check ball. No go. Too high.
Adamson University up early here. And this do or die set for them 4-2. Soriano serves. Maraño. Smart move there for Abby.
That's right. Then Fajardo giving a big quick. Look at this. And Maranyo going for that soft touch.
Makatuno goes to the middle to Guevara. Makatuno this time goes to Zapanta. Still nothing there. Galang. Estana. Nicely dug up by her. Gumabaw now. Sets to the left. Galang. Long rally we're seeing here. Oh! Fajardo.
On the dump, but that was well taken care of by the Lady Falcons.
And that's a point for Zapanta.
You like to see that confidence, right? And now Fajardo trying to score a point. But Adamson says, wag muna. That they were just ready for that dump ball. Good read by the Lady Falcons. Chance to score.
Another point for LaSalle. Going back to that dump ball, though, that was the first dump ball attempt in this game.
LaSalle again getting the last point of a block.
Makatuno digs that one up to the left.
Too
Pineda
much.
with a point.
Yep, too much even for Melissa Gohing.
All right, let's get an update now. Let's go back to the Adamson side with Tina Marasigan.
Anton, Amanda Villanueva's face starts to show that she's a bit shaky after that first 2 sets against DLSU a while ago. That's why Coach Sherwin was very particular in telling her na kung nakakapuntos ng kabila, babawi lang naman tayo, Amanda. He repeatedly told her girls na mas marami pang oras ang kailangan and they can bounce back basta wag lang bababa ang energy nila. Coach doesn't want his girls to be rally, basta magtutulungan lang sila. That's all for now. I'm Helen Rosie.
Thank you, Tina, for that report.
Thanks, Tina. And siguro yung iba rin yung feeling na galing ka dun sa school na yun and now you're up against them. So there's that extra emotional, di ba? May medyo emotional ka dun. I don't know, it could be positive or negative.
But Villanueva has been practicing with Adamson for a long time already. I can recall visiting the practice last year and she was already there. All right, 8-4. Adamson on top. We have a Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. De La Salle University fans support their squad, their quest for third straight championship here in UAAP season 75.
And in this third set, Adamson doubling the output of DLSU so far.
And still no Mika Esperanza for La Salle. Coach Ramil De Jesus opting to use rookie setter Kim Fajardo, who's done a splendid job so far.
Pineda trying to look for those open spaces, and on the second try, she does get it.
Well, this is now the biggest lead for Adamson University at 5. Speaking of Esperanza, here she comes.
Hinahanap ni partner, and here she comes. Esperanza now for Fajardo.
But Fajardo gets a good hand from the La Salle faithful.
Oh, miscue.
A little bit rusty still, coming back in after such a long rest.
Well, right away, making up for that miscue with this block. Esperanza and Maranyo.
Maranyo really the emotional captain, the emotional leader, and she told me before the game that she likes that. She likes to be described as emotional.
Well, I would hear her in her interviews, ganun nga talaga,
Yeah.
napaka-emotional and very parang God-fearing individual.
And she always alludes to that in her interviews. And she says she's the type of person who's emotional about everything. If she cries, she really cries. But if she wants to fight, laban talaga.
Kasi minsan yung crying naman because you wanna fight. Diba yung
Yeah.
sobrang galit din, ganyan. So, ano lang yan, tawag dito, parang defense mechanism mo sometimes rin, diba? Pwede rin, again, positive or negative.
Sabi niya, pag umiiyak daw siya, after crying, she doesn't feel bad anymore. Tapos na yun.
Emotional
Yeah.
release.
Biggest lead for Adamson University, looking to stay alive here as they aim for their first win against De La Salle University since season 70, 2008.
Guevara, service error. These are the things that they really have to minimize
Yun.
and not stay away. They still want to hang on to this game.
And speaking of errors, it was NU that committed a lot of errors in Adamson's first game against them. A whopping 44 errors, while Adamson only had 30.
Yep. Sometimes in the end, you will realize, you know, you just help your opponent win the game. Tulad nun, imagine, NU, 44 points kagad nun for Adamson.
Yeah. Almost 2 sets given away.
Diba? Just 2 minutes.
Alexandra Tan is in the ball game for LaSalle, third-year player.
That was easy. Reyes once again with those long legs and arms taking that point.
Wench Tew doing splendid job so far as the new starter for Coach Ramil this year.
That's going to be a long one from Adamson.
(13-9). Adamson still on top. Their biggest lead was 5. Makatuno, it's a back set.
Oh, Pao Soriano, too much angle on that middle hit. Yan ang mahirap naman pag nasa gitna ka. You have 2 blockers. Ang hirap to work with space.
LaSalle slowly crawling back.
Oh, I was going to say that was a brave thing to do for Makatuno, going for the big quick when she was away even more than the attack line, and Soriano just, you know, getting that point of a beautiful set.
And Tan makes her presence felt.
This is just a fully loaded team for Coach Ramil de Jesus.
Tan was actually
Down to the
seldomly used last year and the previous year. Now finally getting a chance to show her stuff.
Oh, no. It was Esperanza who took the first ball and no one there for the second one. Poor read on the side of De La Salle.
Galang was already in position for an open spike.
Yep. And I think that's the right thing to do for Galang. Dapat iba ang nag-set because it's easier to give it to an open hitter. That's the easiest to do Kaya nga normally ang mga setters, kung they want to be bailed out, they would just give it to the open hitter.
Underhand setup job there by Makatuno. They go to the left. Aragalang off the block.
Once again, Galang has been doing that since the first set. Getting that high bounce off the blockers of Adamson.
Galang strikes me as the type of player that it's very hard for a coach to get mad at her because she seems so quiet and the type of person that just does her job. Here she is again. One more time.
That was really close to the net, but Galang adjusting to that set and getting the point.
Super sophomore, Aragalang, going to work. Reigning Rookie of the Year. That one looked like it was on the way out, but Nastana still opting to try to hit it backwards. Galang.
Oh, no one there for Adamson. Open space as Galang once again scores one.
Now it's Galang taking it over for LaSalle here in set number 3. In the first set, it was Gumabao. In the second set, it was Fajardo. Now, Galang is starring for LaSalle here.
Service error on the part of the DLSU.
And they are still down by 2 as we head into another Kit Kat break. Get ready for what's next. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. You're watching our exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage of UAAP Season 75. This is the Women's Volleyball Tournament. Day number 4. LaSalle looking for its first win of the season. Yes, they lost their first game, something that has never happened under the tenure of Coach Ramil de Jesus, and this is his 15th season at the helm for LaSalle. On the other hand, Adamson under a new head coach, Sherwin Meneses. I apologize for that.
Si Partner has been in another job na may Sherwin Garcia.
Yes. Basketball naman yun. Let's focus on volleyball right now. UAAP Season 75 action.
Cordell throwing that away, and now DLSU down by just 1.
They were down by as many as 5 here in this set. Oh! Service ace for Galang.
And Galang has been doing it from the attack line, at the net, and now from the service line.
all now. Nicely dug up there by Gohing. Diu goes to the back row. Makatuno, back set. Ball is still alive. Long rally we're having here. Maraño with a running hit. Nothing there still for LaSalle. A joust at the top. Buhay pa rin.
Pineda trying to go off the block, but still playable. But a free ball given to the Lady Falcons.
Makatuno sets to the left. Nothing there for Guevara. One more time. It's a back set now. That goes out.
And Cordell once again going wide. Nara Galang has been the it girl for DLSU in this set.
And she has really turned the tide for her team. 17-6. Again, LaSalle was down by as many as 5. Maraño. There's the emotion from the captain. Slams it through.
Isang patay lang muna tayo, isang magandang receive, isang combination lang tayo. Okay, huwag yun natin na yung score. Pagka walang receive, set na maayos, block ulit tayo. Defensa.
from Sherwin and giving them mga options on what to do. Sayang yun. It was a huge lead for the Lady Falcons. But on the other side, I'm sure Coach Ramil likes what he's seeing, na yung character once again is being shown by his squad.
And what really changed here, Mosey, the third set, because LaSalle went down early when Fajardo was still the setter. 9-4 was the score, to be exact. And then he brought in Mika Esperanza. And nag-iba talaga yung ihip ng hangin.
Once again, yun ang sinasabi ko, yung advantage ni Coach Ramil having two really excellent setters na pwede niyang pagpalit-palitin anytime. So pag napagod na yung isa, exactly in the same mode ang pwede niyang ipasok. So walang ano on that position, walang disadvantage na nangyayari. So it's just on the same level.
19-17 now. Makatuno sets to the left. Pineda denied. Denied again!
It's an emphatic celebration of DLSU on that last play. Look at this. Esperanza on that block.
He was really pumped after getting that point. Abby Maranyo serving once again. That's another point for LaSalle. Another block for this excellent sophomore, Reyes.
Ha? Pasok mo lang kasi. Kung walang set hulog mo, mag-block ka lang. O, isang receive lang muna ulit tayo. Kaya pa yan, papanig si Pao, apat. Ha? Open mo lang to. Saan ka na ba dito? Mag-back mo na.
This is an opportunity for Adamson to show us all they're fighting hard. Now, towards the end of that huddle, Mosey, sinabi ni Coach Sherwin, babalik si Pao, but Pao is not on the floor because it seems that the girls said that they're okay, kaya nila, even without bringing back Pao.
But now they give a free ball to the Lady Spikers. Oh, that was well read by the Lady Falcons.
Q, dug up by Zapanta. They go to the left. Still playable here. Easy free ball for Adamson.
Oh, Pineda wanting to go down the line. Went wide on that last hit.
Abby Maranyo will once again serve for LaSalle. Advance happy birthday to her, celebrating her 20th birthday this coming December 22.
Wow, happy birthday.
I wonder if she's going to have a joint celebration with Coach Ramil. I wonder what these volleyball players will...
Actually, yung volleyball players ang pinakakawawa because they're a second-term sport.
Yeah.
Walang Christmas break yung mga yan. No holidays. Diet pa rin.
Okay, binalik na ni Coach Meneses si Pao Soriano as he warned his players in that last huddle. New rookie on the floor, Muhammad.
Oh, excellent set by Esperanza, rewarded by that excellent, equally excellent spike by Q.
Rumabaw back on the floor right now. LaSalle wanting to finish strong.
Can see how deep the bench of LaSalle is.
And this is a fresh Michelle Gumabao off the bench, and also a fresh Esperanza who came in a little early here in this set. The early portion of this set.
Playing it a bit safe that time was Pineda.
Now, match point for LaSalle. Although Coach Ermil wasn't all too happy with what his players showed in the first set, LaSalle has a chance to sweep Adamson in this game.
Oh, Pao Soriano with an error gives De La Salle their first win this season 75.
Bounce back game for Abby Maraño and the rest of the defending two-time champions, De La Salle University Lady Spikers. They defeat Adamson University for the 11th straight time in the UAAP. Final tallies: first set 26-24, second set 25-19, and finally 25-18. We'll be back to put the finishing touches on this volleyball game. LaSalle bounces back 3-0 against Adamson. So LaSalle improves its record now to 1 win and 1 defeat. Adamson with the exact same record as well. We have our best player of the game at courtside now, right beside Selena Dagdag.
So, Mika, medyo naging masama yung turnout ng game nyo the first time against the others, USC. Pero this game naman, sobrang ganda ng laro nyo. Tapos yung kalaban nyo pa, strong team, which is Adamson. Na-expect mo ba? Ano ba yung naging motivation ng team nyo coming into today's game?
So, napag-usapan namin, since yung pride namin na kami yung champion last year, and syempre yung, yung feeling na parang babawi kami sa pagkatalo namin. And yun nga, basta laban na kami na laban.
Magandang sagot. Mika, having said that, masasabi mo ba na okay yung laro ng team mo? Masasabi mo ba na talagang nakabawi kayo? At na-expect mo bang makukuha niyo yung first 3 sets at the beginning of the game pa lang?
Siyempre, masasabi namin makuha namin yung first 3 sets kasi alam namin sa una pala na naghanda kami and palaban talaga kami. Yun lang.
Sige, congratulations ulit, Mika. O pwedeng bumata, meron ka bang gustong batian sa mga fans mo, family mo?
Thank you sa lahat ng supporters ng LaSalle. Keep continue supporting LaSalle. And yun lang.
Thank you, Mika, at good luck sa next game niyo. Back to you, Anton Mosey.
Thank you, Selena. Talagang naghanda ang LaSalle. Right after pa lang ng pagkatalo nila sa UST. Back to work, back to practice.
Grabing paghahanda. And once again, they're a champion team. So as we expected, that bawi right away.
Alright, we resume the women's volleyball tournament tomorrow right back here at the arena in San Juan as National University looks to string up their second straight win as they take on the University of the East. Following that contest, this should be a good one. Ateneo takes on UST.
Yeah, another game to watch. Of course, no? Ang gaganda ng games natin dito sa Season 75. We started out with 4 5-setters.
Great opening weekend.
Yup. And expect really exciting games in the coming days.
All right, we hope to see you again tomorrow right back here at the arena in San Juan. FEU earlier today took the win against UP 3-0. LaSalle sweeping Adamson in the second game. On behalf of everybody from ABS-CBN Sports, our director Abet Ramos, Tina Marasigan, Selena Dagdag, my partner Mosey Ravena, I'm Anton Ross, saying thank you so much for tuning in to our exclusive ABS-CBN Sports coverage of Season 75 of the Women's Volleyball Tournament of your UAAP.